What's up guys, I'm back once again to show you some of the best mods of the week. Now the first mod I have for you is not a weapon mod, but it is a mod for a weapon mod. And of course I'm talking about Modern Warfare Camos for the GIAT FAMAS. Now what this mod is going to do specifically is under the materials section you will find 4 brand new skins for the weapon, and these are Damascus, Silver, Gold, and finally Platinum. Now the GIAT FAMAS happens to be one of my favourite weapon mods of all time. In fact, since downloading it, I have never uninstalled it, so to have this option of more skins is definitely something that I and other fans of the GIAT FAMAS can appreciate. Now for this next mod, when I saw who it was by, I instantly downloaded it. This mod author is absolutely legendary for their player home mods, and this is their latest one. And of course, I'm talking about the Crib, Raider Player Home. And you can find this player home by heading west out of Bunker Hill, following the main road, and it'll be the first right you come to. Or if you download the second file, it will be to the right just before you enter Nuka World. Now both of these files are exactly the same, they're just in 2 different locations, so you could choose one, the other, or both. And as for amenities, this player home has pretty much everything that you would come to expect in an up-to-date modern player home mod. It has everything from mass amounts of storage, a cooking area, basically everything except a weapons workbench and an armor workbench. But my absolute favourite thing about this player home is the hanging gnome ornament. Also, the location for this particular player home is actually in a pretty ideal location. I mean, yes, you do get Bunker Hill as a settlement eventually after you've beaten the game, but that could be a significant amount of hours into your playthrough. Anyway, another benefit to this particular mod is that you can fast travel straight to the front door. Now, as I've previously mentioned, the mod author for this mod is very well known for their player home mods. No expense has been spared with this interior. It may be small, but that doesn't mean that it can't be functional. The attention to detail is just as you'd expect. The place looks very lived in, very messy, but in a good way. Anyway, another great mod. On to the next one. Now for this week's weapon mod, there was quite a lot of choice. I mean, one mod author even uploaded about a dozen different files. So it would be pretty stupid of me to not include at least one of those. And that is exactly what we're going to do with the Advanced Warfare HBR-A3. Now to get your hands on this weapon, you're going to have to use the console. I'm going to assume that most people know how to do this, but just for those that don't, I'm going to very quickly go over how to do it. First of all, type into the console help space HBR-A3 space 4 space WEAP. Now I actually got the capitalization wrong, but I still managed to find the weapon ID, which is exactly what we're looking for. Okay, now that you have the weapon ID, you're going to want to type player.additem space then the weapon ID. And if you have written out this console command correctly, this is what your console will now look like. Also, when you exit out of the console, you will see this in the top left hand corner of your screen. And going over the upgrades real quick, you have the choice of 4 receivers, 5 barrels, 7 muzzles, 5 stocks including none, 2 mags, sights up or down, 10 glow colours including none, 6 left, right and lower attachments, most of which have their own bonuses. Stabilizer on or off, 2 firing modes, 4 accessories including none, tech on or off, 8 very nice skins, and finally 4 emblems. Now as I previously mentioned, the mod author behind this weapon uploaded about a dozen different mods, so to choose between all of those and include one was very difficult, but out of all of them, I found myself consistently coming back to this one. I don't know why, but I just seem to find it a lot more fun than many of the other ones. Now with all of your hours in Fallout 4, do you ever find the headwear to leave something to be desired? Well, do I have the mod for you, with tactical beanies, Covert headwear, and of course you can craft these under the beanie crafting section at any chem station. It can also be modified to have a wide variety of colours. Also, it does support ballistic weave. As well as this, it also has an option to choose which pieces of headgear to include on the beanie, and of course what colour it should be. Now this is what your standard beanie looks like, but you also have an option of tucked for an alternative beanie look, Headset Modern for the people trying to run a more modern Fallout, and Headset Retro for a different modern look. So if you're looking for some new headwear for your Fallout 4 playthrough, I would definitely recommend this mod. And the second weapon mod for this week's episode is the Advanced Warfare BAL27. Now I know what you're thinking, 2 weapon mods by the same mod author, couldn't I have got a little bit more variety? But come on, this guy makes some seriously good weapon mods. Anyway, to acquire this weapon is very similar to the previous weapon mod. Simply type help space BAL space 4 space WEAP. Then you want to find the ID number for the BAL27. And finally, you want to type player.additem space the weapon ID into the console. And if done correctly, you will find a copy of the BAL27 in your inventory. And of course, going over the upgrades real quick, you have the choice of 5 receivers, 5 barrels, 7 muzzles, 2 stocks, 1 mag, iron sights up or down, 10 glow colours including none, 6 left, right and lower attachments, each ones with their own bonuses, 2 stability options, 2 firing modes, tech on or off, 8 skins, 4 emblems, and finally 8 damage options to balance the weapon. Now this weapon is so fun to use. I'm not sure if it's the P90 style reload animation or the ridiculously low recoil because of the modifications that I have on it. Either way, it's an absolute blast. Also, I especially like how the attachments actually have bonuses, as opposed to the standard laser and flashlight attachments. Anyway, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this mod, and the video for that matter. I hope you all enjoyed the mods here today, and if you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I hope to see you all in the next video.